Welcome into the Heated Hobby. Today we're talking about Thursday night predictions where the Los Angeles Rams are taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Last time they faced off was in 2021, a little post-Christmas action where the Rams pulled away with a 30-23 victory over the Vikings. I'm your host Chris. With me I have Brett. How you doing, bud?
Oh, pretty good. Ready to talk about Thursday.
Heck yeah. So we're gonna give you guys like normal. We're gonna give you our predictions, our score, who we think's gonna win, and a little bit of the why behind our prediction. I'm gonna turn it over to you, Brett, and let you give your first take.
Okay. Well, I think it's going to be a close game, but I have the Vikings. And Vikings about 30-23. I mean, you said that's what the score was last time, but I think it was the other way around, but wasn't too sure. But the Vikings, they're hot. I mean, lost one game last week. I'm thinking that they come back and make a statement. I mean, yeah, the Lions. It looked like the Vikings should have won that game, but Lions Lions squeaked away with it. But the reason I think the Vikings are going to win is because they have a defense that is just better than the Rams. Um, uh, this defense is so weird on the fact that they play a lot of cover two coverages, and but they disguise it so well. They bring up their safety, usually Harrison, um, and they disguise their cover two into a cover four, disguise their cover two into a cover three. It's a lot of cover two base, and even do a lot, but they blitz some of the most out of the NFL. I think they're top. I think they're top two in blitzing. Um, so especially in that cover zero, so bringing a lot of pressure. I know most of their outside linebackers, and I think one middle linebacker actually leads the team in sacks. I think all three players have 5 sacks each. So it just shows how well that defensive coordinator, I think it's Brian Flores, he disguises that cover two. It's hard to tell what they're in pre-snap. What a lot of quarterbacks like. I mean, Aaron did so well, and Matt Stafford throughout his entire career has done so well. So, I mean, I really think they're going to get after him. I really think that um, there's going to be at least one pick in this game, and that one interception is going to be what leads to it. Also, the fact that they have an elite rushing defense, and the only thing that's been through and through the past couple weeks with not a healthy Cooper Kupp, like he should be playing, but not completely healthy. Um, I mean, Kyron Williams, he's Kyron Williams. He's going to go off, and it's going to be high scoring. But that's why I have it 30 about. I'm actually going to change 30-24, 30-23, one of the two. But um, yeah, the Vikings, their offense. I mean, you have Jay Jettas, Jordan Addison, and Aaron Jones is going to go off. Aaron Jones against a weak rushing defense in the Rams. Um, I mean, Aaron, I don't see anything stopping as long as Aaron's healthy. I mean, I know that's one of the things as a Packer fan for both of us. We know Aaron Jones can't ever stay true and true healthy.
Yeah.
But if Aaron plays, I believe that this is a game that's going to lead the Vikings. But it's going to be a one-score possession because the Vikings 2 years ago, every single game they'd win, it'd be one possession. Last year, it was the opposite way where they lose by one possession. And this year, it seems like, except for week one, I think against the Giants, and they had one other blowout win. I can't really remember, but every other game's been a one possession game, and it's going to be one possession, but it's going to be in the favor of the Vikings.
Gotcha. Yeah, the it's funny you brought up interceptions, yeah, because uh both Matt Stafford and Sam Darnold are actually pretty low on the NFL's rosters for quarterbacks throwing interceptions. I think Matt Stafford has 5 interceptions so far this year, and Sam Darnold has 4. But yeah, the defenses are gonna. It is gonna be high. I can get behind that. It's definitely gonna be a high scoring game. The Rams have let out over 300 yards a game. They're rushing. They cannot protect against that rush. They've let up over 150 yards per game in rushing, where the Vikings have only let up about 80 I think it's around 80 yards in rushing per game.
Yeah, they're one of the top tier rushing.
Yeah, and so I think the Rams are definitely going to struggle. I also agree with you that yeah, Cooper Kupp's coming back. He's going to be back. I just don't see him playing as much as a lot of people were hoping he's going to play. I think he might be a one and out kind of wide receiver where they bring him in for a play or two and then they bring him back and they sit him because they definitely want him to stay healthy and they don't want to waste it right away. But I don't agree on your score. I'm not going for the Vikings. I think that my prediction is I think it's going to be 27-21 in favor of the Rams. So that's my prediction.
Even with LD Cooper Kupp, I mean, you have the Vikings bringing in Stephon Gilmore, and I think that's been one true thing that's been the difference maker of a true veteran cornerback to put in that secondary that struggled in years past. And yeah, they are giving up quite a few passing yards, but at the same time, Stephon I think's had one pick this season, um, and you have a young gun in Byron Murphy. You have um, I mean, you have a secondary that's got some experience back there with that safety in Harrison and now Stephon. So even with Cooper Kupp completely healthy, I just don't think they have enough talent, even with the veteran Matt Stafford, of trying to handle that blitz
Yeah.
and
Do you know
handle
the?
what
Go ahead.
you're good. What?
Yeah. Did you know, like you said, interceptions? The Vikings have 11. I think it's 11 interceptions this year so far.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, with the Rams that have 5. I'm gonna fact check that before, but I'm pretty sure that the Vikings have 11 interceptions and the Rams have 5. Their defenses. But I definitely think it's going to be a shootout. Vikings got a great kicker. Rams not so much. My score is based on the kicker getting a couple field goals. But I don't think the Rams corners are going to be able to shut down Jordan Addison. Um, and I think they're going to struggle on that, which is also why I'm predicting Jordan Addison is going to have at least one touchdown in the game. But still think the Rams are going to take it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's your little Vegas.
Yeah.
Vegas. I mean, take the Vikings money line if you're going Vegas, but
But other than that, we thank y'all for coming in, tuning in. Comment what you think the score predictions are going to be. Don't forget to subscribe, please. We want to keep doing this, and we want to bring relevant information to your listening ears. So, other than that, Heated Hobby out.
peace.